Hi, welcome to my another watercolor demo. Today I will be showing you how to do reflection using watercolors. I am doing a basic drawing of a boat for this purpose. You can see I am drawing a few perspective lines for my reference. It really helps me with the drawing. Let us keep the drawing easy and less complicated. I am starting with a basic thin wash of colors. While doing the first wash, it is very important to place right colors of right value. I will be talking about colors and its value in another video. As you can see, I am starting with raw sienna. It is my very favorite color and I often use it in my paintings. Now notice how I continued with that bead to introduce hint of blue. The blue color I am using here is cerulean blue. I have started to paint more blue shades now. This results in smooth transition between two colors. We call this wash as variegated wash. Variegated wash pleases viewers' eyes and it will also help me in this painting to highlight the reflections. Painting waves, it is important to follow the rules of perspective. Distant waves are homogeneous and do not have discreteness. But as we move closer, waves become larger and more separated from each other. I am putting down some energetic brush strokes to give indication of waves. I often like to use more calligraphic brush strokes. This may deviate from realism a little bit, but remember, we are painting and not photocopying. The waves are being painted on already wet surface. This technique is called wet on wet. Wet on wet is pretty much heart of watercolor. It is one of the main reasons for me to work on watercolors. It is a medium which cannot be controlled easily and this particular quality is desirable for me. I love the various effect it produces by itself and it is pretty much unpredictable. The first wash has dried well. Now I start painting the boat. I am assuming one source of light and continuing to paint the boat, taking care of lights and darks. I am placing these values in one go. Let us not give much attention to boat painting as this is a demo on reflections. If you want to see how boats are painted, I can provide a step-by-step tutorial on a separate video. I am starting the reflection now. See how I let the paper dry before starting to go for the reflection. This is going to give me a crisp edge. Most of the times you can see anyone making use of blower for speeding up the drying process. This of course saves your time, but beautiful effects can only be seen if colors are let to dry by themselves. So I often work on a particular part of a paper and not wet the whole. This requires a little bit of practice. I am putting some darks under the boat to suggest depth. This will make the reflection look more real. I guess the painting is done with the major brushwork. Let us do some touches to the boat. For the finer details, look how I am holding the brush to its tip. This gives me more control over the stroke. Now you see me doing very fine lines using a rigger. This brush is very handy and we can do very fine lines with it. Fine lines in the painting are very important. These spontaneous thinnest of thin lines take the painting to the next level. We are almost done with the painting, I guess. I'm just doing a little bit of brushwork here and there.